Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Justice League vs. Suicide Squad issue 6. Before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 179, and that show will review all the comics I read this week in one show. And also, guys, tomorrow is the premiere of the Like Father, Like Daughter issue 4 Kickstarter, so that's Thursday. If you want to check back, the Kickstarter will be annotated on this video. But let's start talking about Justice League vs. Suicide Squad issue 6. So this is the last issue of this big DC Rebirth event slash story arc. And here we get to see Killer Frost become the hero. She goes up against Maxwell Lord with the help of Lobo and Batman, where everyone else is just being controlled by Eclipso, and they are able to defeat the Eclipso and Maxwell Lord by the end of the issue, and really it's Killer Frost who saves the day. So after that, Batman realizes after this whole event that maybe it's okay for the Suicide Squad or people like the Suicide Squad and the Justice League to work together, and that's obviously what's leading into Justice League of America. Amanda Waller doesn't really know what to think about this, but she's like, oh, whatever, at least you think I'm right, go for it. And then it looks like Killer Frost and Lobo will join the Justice League of America team like we've already known. And then by the end, Maxwell Lord is captured and is going to be part of a new Task Force XI, it looks like. So Amanda Waller just added another number to her task force, and that was the end of the issue. I will say I was a little disappointed with the ending. I felt like that was a bit underwhelming. But I thought it was a better issue than the previous issues. I like that it focused on Killer Frost, but I feel like this issue would have been even stronger if the other issues built up to this last event of Killer Frost redeeming herself. I feel like, yeah, she's been relevant in the book, but she was never a main star in this series, and I feel like it would have been so much stronger if they made her the lead of looking back of who she was and how she's turning into this good person because of the Flash TV show. But it would have been nice to see how she got to that stage. I feel like it was just a 360 of, yeah, I want to change because. And the weirder character that wanted the change that felt kind of random in the end was Lobo. It didn't really seem like they were leading into that, and obviously we know Lobo's on the team, so it's kind of weird. Out of all the Suicide Squad members, Batman's like, you know what? Lobo, let's pick him out of everybody to be on my team. I'm sure we'll get a response and answer about why Batman picked him in the Justice League of America book, but it was kind of weird the way they did it in this issue. Now, I'll also say that I like the artwork here. I do think some of the colors were dark for the pencils, because there's some scenes where there's a lot of characters where it felt really crowded, and it just, I think it was because of the colors, it just didn't mesh well. And also there's a lot of line work when a character looked exhausted or whatnot. It just made the faces kind of look ugly. So those are some nitpicks towards the art, but I do think it was an improvement from issue 4's art style, but it wasn't as good as last issue's art style. So overall, I still felt like the story was a bit stronger because it did focus on one character, even though it's still the same premise of people fighting each other. So I gave this 3 stars, but I do think the event could have been stronger as a whole if they kept the focus on Killer Frost and one character instead of trying to bring all these characters together and trying to have story in one page, really. There's just too many characters involved in this book. And also, I wish that the Maxwell Lord story ended better. Maybe he'll, continue into something else like the Suicide Squad book, but I felt a bit underwhelmed in the last page. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the issue. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.